Who wants tacos? Fans, follow us at AT&T Sportsnet RM on Twitter to receive alerts for the Rockies taco special when the Rockies score 7 or more runs. Rockies starve for runs right now as they look to face Brock Stewart. Third pitcher utilized today. Kenta Maeda went 5 innings, allowed 1 run on 4 hits. Dylan Floro through the 6th inning, and now Stewart misses ball 1 to Pat Valaika. Charlie Blackmon, David Dahl. Third appearance this year for Stewart.
He made his first opening day roster this year. Has been with the Dodgers parts of the last 4 years in the big leagues.
Fastball, slider, changeup. Throw the changeup about 1/3 of the time. 2-1. 3-1. Rockies have been out hit 13-5. They'll need a special rally these last 3 innings to avoid their 5th straight loss to LA.
It's kind of a series of runs against LA last year. First couple series, Dodgers took the first 5 out of 6, and the Rockies, the next 2 series, they won 5 out of 7, but we showed what happened the last couple series. The Rockies only winning 1 of those 7 games. But lately the numbers have been remarkable between these 2 clubs.
Just 3 runs for the Rockies the last 47 innings. That's just hard to fathom.
Well, they had a 22-inning scoreless streak in that until Chris snapped that with the home run.
That is hard to fathom. 3 runs in, what'd you say, 47 innings?
47 innings. Two and nothing on Charlie. One of my favorite baseball terms because it is so apropos for the sport. You just have to keep grinding.
If you were to break it out, what's this, like the first quarter of the first game of an NFL season?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to look at 162 games.
Like the opening drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like 4% of the season. I mean, it's so minuscule right now. It just looks optically, you're like, oh, everybody wants to do it, but you're just
well, again, there's a lot of focus on the opening, 7 to 10 days of the season, how your team gets out of the gate. If the Rockies went through this in June, you'd say, well, that was kind of a rough week, but there's heightened focus, and understandably so.
Well, and the expectations are high.
Sure, the expectations are high, and I think because of what's happened out of the gate offensively and what happened late last season with the Rockies offense, there's the natural inclination for a lot of folks to say, oh, here, this is a real issue. And ultimately, you're going to play a lot of games. You're going to find out what the issues are and where the strengths are.
The playoffs for me have always been a spot where it shows a team's warts. It shows where the team is inefficient. And in those heightened series, you really get to see it. And we got a chance to see it last year. The Rockies struggled with velocity.
2-2.
The other part too, and we only got to see him for 2 games, but there was a difference between the lineup and just how it was constructed with Daniel Murphy.
Daniel was around today. He's back from Arizona. Didn't have a chance to talk to him, but he was around the cage.
Daniel Murphy since the start of 2014. That's 5 years ago. He leads the National League with a .307 average. This is going to drop into left field for a base hit. So Charlie's got 3 hits today. Second time this year he's thrown out a 3-hit game. So again, it's not all about one guy. Because collectively the Rockies have not hit yet. But the reason that Jeff Bridich went out and signed Daniel Murphy is day-to-day an elite hitter, a doubles machine. In the last 4+ years, last 5 years, the highest batting average in the National League.
And talk about making a pitcher work. Daniel can do that.
With increased pop, too, as his career has worn on. Here's Dahl.
And you guys are talking about Justin Turner, what the Dodgers lineup looked last year without him in the middle portion of the lineup. Rockies fans haven't had a chance to see Daniel Murphy yet in a Rockies uniform for an extended period of time, but I think Murphy will have as big of an impact to the Rockies lineup as Justin Turner did to the Dodgers last year. It just changes the overall dynamic of how this lineup looks.
Ball, 1 strike. It's Turner. Looks like he walked off the cast of Little House on the Prairie, or the set of Little House on the Prairie. Throwback show. Spill, you have any idea what we're talking about?
Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that on occasion.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, right before my parents would try to put me to sleep, they'd throw it on for me.
Had racy material. They didn't want you to see it. 2-1 on Dahl.
I grew up with one channel, Drew. It was ABC. So I grew up watching Cheers and shows like that.
Yeah, I still hunt down Cheers late at night on the road. Mayday Malone, man. 2-2. 1 out. Nolan today, check swing, his first time up on the first pitch he saw, and it turned into a 1-4-3 double play. He had a sac fly in the 3rd to drive in the Rockies' only run. He walked in the 5th inning. Career home runs, 66 career RBIs against the Dodgers. And that gets past Russell Martin. 2nd and 3rd as Valleca goes to 3rd, Charlie to 2nd.
Chance for Nolan to maybe help the Rockies out here. It'll be a wild pitch on Brock Stewart, but the Rockies just won for their last 20 with runners in scoring position.
It's a wild pitch if you keep a book. So the Rockies in the offseason signed Nolan to a 8-year, $260 million extension. And the largest contract, this is not in Rockies history, in Denver sports history, and the Rockies own most of them. Tulowitzki, 157, Jokic with the Nuggets, then Helton, Hampton. Now Von Miller's deal, $114 million. In the NFL, not everything's guaranteed. So $70 million of that guaranteed. Charlie Blackmon last year signed a $106 million extension, all guaranteed. So if you look at the biggest sports contracts in Denver history, most of them have been doled out by the team at 20th and Blake. In fact, if you look up historically in Major League Baseball at $100+ million deals, the Rockies right near the top of the food chain in handing out those large contracts. 1 and 2.
I just know when the deal got done with Nolan, obviously how happy and emotional he was, but just the fans, everybody I would run into said, man, that was great. We needed to keep him. We couldn't let him go. And it was an investment on both sides. I think
a lot of homegrown stars, and the Rockies
really
do their absolute best to keep the homegrown stars.
The kids growing up rooting for these guys in their jerseys and the whole 9 yards.
Line to left's got to get down, and it will. Base hit, and Blackmon got a good read. Throw to the plate is in time. Out at the plate. Jock Peterson to Russell Martin to get Blackmon. So it's 9-2 on the base hit by Arenado, who has driven in both Rockies' runs.
Backup changeup that Nolan pulls the hands in, but watch the throw from Peterson. He releases it, and there's no hop, there's nothing like that. Russell Martin actually has to jump up and try to reach this. He jumps up, and Charlie tagged out right before that left foot would cross home plate. What a throw from Jock Peterson.
That's actually surprised he even made that throw. Depending on the score, you don't typically see an outfielder try to make a throw like that. Everything's going Dodgers' way right now.
One 1-0 on Story, 0 for 3. This ball in the air to deep center field. Did Trevor click it? He did. Dead center field, 2-run shot, Trevor Story. His second of the year. And it's 9-4. "37 home runs a year ago."
Second home run this year. Trevor just had his 400th hit of his Major League career in Tampa the other day. And he gets the slider and stayed through that baseball, hit it to dead center field, right in the tunnel out there.
Career home run number 90 for Story.
Rockies trailed 9-4. Part of that in large part to Trevor Story in his home run to dead center field that traveled 430 feet. Let's take a look at this on our StatCast. And he averages now 422 feet. Quite remarkable for Trevor, but his power is on display once again at Coors Field.
Well, last year he led all of baseball with 7 home runs of at least 450 feet. That was 3 more than anybody else in the sport. And he also had the longest home run, not only last year, but in the StatCast era, that one way up on the concourse. I think it bounced out of the stadium. That went 505. And he had another one that day that went like 470 something. Here's McMahon against Scott Alexander.
What was that number you just said last inning, Drew? 3 runs in 47 innings. Well, the Rockies just scored 3 in the 7th. And you can start seeing the guys are starting to talk now on the bench. like I said, offense is contagious. This happens. And guys will go through these little stretches where the offense needs to trust each other and take the walk, be okay with the single to left, be okay getting jammed, and then wait for the big hit. And now you're starting to see a little bit more confidence with the group.
2-0 count on McMahon. Alexander, fastball slider.
Fifth appearance on the year for Scott. 3 strikeouts, no walks. Fifth big league season and second with the Dodgers.
Called strike.
They just keep 2 left-handers in their bullpen right now. Scott Alexander and Caleb Ferguson.
Three and 2, fastball missed.
You guys, now you're sitting here. It's one thing when you start the inning, it's 9-1. You're like, oh man. Now it's 9-4. You still 7 outs to play with. And we've seen leads disappear in a blink of an eye here at Coors Field.
The Dodgers, if you're wondering, do have Kenley Jansen in their bullpen. You know, he's dealt with some heart arrhythmia issues that are adversely affected by altitude. Didn't make a trip last year to the Mile High City, but he is here. He had a procedure in the offseason to address that.
Glad he's healthy and is able to still enjoy the game and come back and play the game that he loves.
Absolutely.
But it would be a little nerve-wracking, wouldn't you think, coming back here again? Even though the doctor said it's fine, the doctor even joked, said you should go work out in Denver. That's how confident I am in the procedure.
Ball 4, good at bat for McMahon. And now Desmond coming up. Dave Roberts, that was a one at bat deal. He was brought on, Alexander was, to get McMahon. So Roberts will mix and match with Desmond coming up. And to the point you made a moment ago, Jeff, Dave Roberts has seen a lot of games at Coors Field, and he has the utmost respect for that lineup, even though it has struggled at the gate this year. And he's not resting easy, even though his club's still up by 5. Rockies have seen 3 cross the plate here in the 7th, 2 on a Trevor Story home run straight away. And now after Ryan McMahon walked against Scott Alexander, Pedro Baez comes on. And he'll face Ian Desmond. Desmond 3 for 9 lifetime against the big right-hander. 4th appearance for Baez.
Hard throwing right-hander. Fastball averages 96 miles an hour. Slider 88. Changeup 87 for Baez. Fastball sliders mostly to right-handers. Fastball changeups to left-handers.
Desmond a walk, a strikeout, and he tried to bunt his way on. Russell Martin threw him out. Tied 2-1.
Back with the slider after not being able to locate the fastball.
2 outs, 2-2 count. And a foul tip held by Martin. That'll go in the book as a strikeout on Desmond. Rockies get 3 in the inning. Story a 2-run home run. It's 9-4.